Hi YouTube. I forgot to tell you, I think it's coming up this next month, September, yeah, is Demon Slayer Pride Month. At least I'm gonna make it so. In fact, every day is Demon Slayer Pride Day. I think that's just what we'll have to call our existing times we live in. Never miss the opportunity to expose your local demon, you know? If they cared about you to begin with and they weren't demonic, they wouldn't have done the things that they have done. And if you know for a fact that they've done things to you, people in your life, I don't care if it's even your kid, and you know what kind of integrity these people are lacking, you know? So the best thing to do is to expose them to the world. Um, do your part, expose your local demon, you know? Otherwise, you're literally helping it hide from everybody, you know? Just thinking out loud here, but it is true, you know? If I don't tell my friend that this person pretending to be my friend is a dangerous person to my friend, and of course, yes, we have to all form our own opinions, but to literally, it's like when you go to get that job and you're applying all over the place if you move to a new place or whatever, and people will tell you, don't apply there, they do this, that, or the next thing. That's kind of what I'm saying with exposing demons. It's the same thing. And if you've been hurt by not the demons within yourself, because um, a normal human being does not have a demon in them. They have an entity that can try to possess their thoughts, but um, it doesn't mean that that's what's going on. Or it can even try to do that. I'm finally like, shut her down, wimpy, go away, you know? You got nothing better to do, you know? So, yeah, don't be shy about speaking up and standing up for yourself in this world. Somebody's got to do it. Um, have you ever tried neem, either oil or you can get it in, loose or in capsules, and it's good for your immune system. It fights against bacterium and parasites. It's neem tree, and there was something. Oh, and I've taken ivermectin, and it does help with if you think that maybe you've like take pork for instance, the tricha salus worm um, is always present, even if you cook it half to death. So it isn't really a bad idea to actually treat yourself, and you can get that right at a farm supply or order it online. And another thing that helps with your immune system is a substance called MSM. Um, I can't remember the technical terms for that right this second, but that also you can get at farm supply and is found in things like coffee, and which that ingredient in coffee helps your immune system. It's a natural substance as soluble to the human body as water. So those are three things, and I do have like a detox I take, and there's a detox that Doug has a like a concoction with turmeric. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna read what mine is. Um, it's the same thing as pool chloride. It's like chlorine in a pool, but this is a food grade chloride, and you use a two-part thing, acid with it, which was citric acid. But I'm gonna cover up the name of the company. There's like the citric acid, and you take 2 parts of the um, sodium, 28% sodium chloride. So you can't really even tell it's the chloride in there. And you mix the two of them. Um, so if you look up sodium chloride um, detox, it's part A. The sodium chloride is part A, and the citric acid is part B. And instead of citric acid, I replaced it with vinegar as my acid, which is the same properties in science. So, making that two-part deep detox for my body. And so I'm not promoting any company here, but you can look up two-part detox, the citric acid or acid chloride detox, two-part, something like that. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find it. So those are like my 3 suggestions. If you're not feeling good, you might need a extra boost. You might want to do it like with the neem. You do it for a week, um, or you can take it daily, like 3 times a day. They said with the capsules. I took one a day. It seemed to be just fine um, for like a week or two, and then gave it a break, and then did it again for a while. And it's like, and it's made out of an ancient Indonesia tree. So just, and it's been used in medicine for different, and even in flavorings for food. It's sort of tart. Um, I don't know. I suppose you could for the maybe even make it into like a pesto. I don't know. I've never made one, but it looks good. But I'm allergic to basil, so I if I eat it, it's in a spaghetti sauce and sparingly. The same with oregano. So the and there's different things in that recipe that Doug makes, that like with coconut oil and vinegar and turmeric, cloves and cinnamon, and like already everything but the coconut oil I can have that, but everything else I'm not supposed to have. And there's, oh, ginger, I can have that, but if I mix all the other stuff in there, oh, and honey, I think he put like and makes it into a tea or whatever. There's a whole list, and it's got to be like real cinnamon stick, ground up like with a mortar and pestle or whatever, but fresh. So, and then of course there is a substance called wormwood that I had tried before. I bought it in an organic store, but it's really dangerous too. It's the same, like you can use black walnut bark um, for that same type of thing, but you have to be really careful because we're talking that it's got, I think it's arsenic in it, which never leaves the body. The same with apple seeds, have arsenic in them, and it never leaves here. It's a it's a toxin, like a heavy metal. It never leaves. You know. Well, you can get the heavy metals out of you, but you have to really, really work hard at it, and keeping them out of you if you have like dental work or whatever. I can't have any kind of, even the white stuff for, I can't have anything like that, but I do have some silver fillings from when I was a child. But yeah, even the new nothing. I'm allergic to everything. So yeah, but yeah, it's demon slaying time for real. And you can't play nice. You can't uh, be nice to people that don't follow rules. They don't have any integrity. They have no laws. Uh, you're beneath them, you know. And there was a good analogy what a narcissist is like, and that is these are psychopaths, that they acted like big babies and they'd stomp out of the room and hopefully out of the house, and if you're lucky, that type of thing, that they're like spoiled bitches, you know. But the point is, these aren't babies, these are adults, and they're doing this intentionally, you know. And a lot of them have been bred for these times to annihilate us. Not a lot of them, every single one of them, you know. What if 90% of the world were like bots, all satanic bots, you know? And you walk out there and you wonder and you see them smiling and stuff, but you just know there's something funky there, and you just like, yeah, you're not gonna get too close. You might get just close enough, but not too close. Like you don't, excuse me a minute, you don't want to take it home and um, keep it for a pet. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. I appreciate that much. you know, all these people, oh, yeah, you have to be thankful for everything. No, I don't. And I'm not gonna. You take your little sayings and take them somewhere else where you can apply them well and they'll stick, because they're not sticking here, you know? Yeah, I'll talk to you a little more. I'll have a cigarette and shoot the breeze, just chatting, you know. It will be really interesting to see how my local government is going to handle my situation. I'm going to have to copy the video I make and keep a copy and document everything thoroughly. And yeah, now I am going to make it a registered letter right to the person that I'm sending it to. It's got to be all just right. So, and then I'll go put the next one that if I have to go to the illegal District of Columbia, not my United States of America. If I have to address the District of Columbia, I'll go into my local courthouse and have a document I draw up notarized so it's on record through the courts, and then I'll really push. So they can either help me locally or I'll make them all look foolish. In the end, I'm whatever it takes. I'm not giving up. I just can't, you know. And this is a bigger deal. Human trafficking is a bigger deal in every area they do it than people really realize, because we all have comfortable lives and we're like, but if I do this or say that or I get involved, you know, well, don't be discouraged, because you might not think that one drop in the bucket is going to eventually fill that bucket up, one drop at a time, you know. So all of us doing our parts in different areas of things that we can do to encourage and help other people in this world is our best plan of attack right now, along with exposing every demon, not just the ones in the public eyes, but the ones behind the scenes, making your life miserable. Your energy time is now, you know. What they call the Lionsgate portal, just the changing of the stars with the zodiac in the sky, the um the way the planets align and make a human being feel and makes them feel too, is not in their favor anymore. Just keep that in mind. God's in charge. It's not the Antichrist rising first. He's already done that. He's been here, you know. It's just a matter of applying the energy, like super heavy duty, energy time. And it does not take for one ground wire to perpetuate um power is all you need. You do not. We are not just batteries like batteries. We are a direct shot. A ground wire is connected to us. That's all it takes. And I could have been a general in the Air Force with my knowledge of electricity. So um, I took the test a couple times but didn't go. And I'm glad I didn't because, well, the second time my kid was in danger anyway, whether I stayed or left. But, and the first time I literally tried to do it without my adopted parents knowing and ended up getting emancipated by the state instead. They wouldn't let me go in the Air Force to get away and get an education, so I went to the courts and divorced the Masons. So that's just how stubborn I am. And I did that when I was a kid. So I just always wanted to peacefully walk away from that. And, but I never was allowed to, because they're all over the place. You know, it's like no matter where I went, there they were. Same old type of stuff everywhere with no reprieve, you know, a never ending life of knowing that there's certain people right next door or right in your home that don't care if the majority of the people on the planet are as comfortable as they are or not. They could care less. As long as you work hard and make them money, they're good to go. Just ask all the 87,000 new IRS agents they came to try and annihilate people. And just think how many people that are literally like even Trump using the law to do your taxes. That's what you do. And if there's loopholes and they're legal, you use them. Not illegal loopholes, but actual laws that are written in for big corporations or small businesses or the single family home, whatever, or the single individual. When you do your taxes by the law, you can usually end up not paying them a dime and do it all legally. That's why Trump was just laughing at him. If you have a good accountant, like we had a ex-IRS agent that was our accountant, and his understudy took his business over. So they had always done our taxes for our business, you know, or I did them for myself, you know. But yeah, so I mean, if you do things legally, they're just this is just another to me. I mean, most people don't make enough money to really have to put anything back to tell you the truth. And if you look at all your write offs, and you, believe me, can probably find more than what you realize, even if you're an employee and don't own your own business. You know, there's, like, do you use your vehicle for work? You might, you know, so like to haul your tools or whatever. Yeah, that's a thing, you know. In different states, I guess you would have to look up, what are the laws in your state for your tax laws, you know. But this is just another excuse as far as I'm concerned. The Federal Reserves is empty. China is buying land. They have bought farmland in North Dakota, high rises right in Minneapolis and all over the United States. We are selling our land to our enemies, the communists, right under our noses. The people that say they lead you and me are selling us out right underneath our noses. It's true. It's not anything to scoff at either. It's not a funny damn joke. It is not a joke at all. Things have gotten serious. I'm telling you, expose your local demon. Period. You know, unless you think that they're willing to commit murder, which most of them actually really are. But if they could get away with it, you know, because they'll do it silently, little bits at a time. It's like a friend of mine I heard got punched in the stomach and it's still damaging. I had that happen, you know, and more than once. But, if you get punched hard enough, it can mess up your whole life, your GI tract, immune system, in, you know, in every aspect, your blood, your heart rate, everything. Somebody can slap you and break a vein. Even you may not even be able to detect that, or grab you harshly, and you could end up having an aneurysm. You never know. So these are like subtle ways these demons roll. This is what they do. Even if they can talk you to death or feed you wrong, anything to disturb and disrupt, that's what they do. At least once daily, in some manner, you know? Even if it's quiet, that could be a part of the situation too. And most of that, a lot of times, like them, like not facing anything that they've done that was nasty to you, and like not willing to talk about it and walking out of the room or something like that. That is not only childish, but it's a demonic fuck you, you know. So excuse my language, please. Seriously. And yeah, when I swear it kind of does go against my grain and my nature, but it also, I have adapted it a part of my persona. Like, look, I can be that low, but not that low type of thing. And it's not a lesser of two evils at all. I know language well and I'll apply it when it's necessary, So, not making excuses at all. So, like I said, excuse my language, Then I almost went and did it again. That's bad. Well, everybody, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to because you're not a demon. If you were a demon, I wouldn't let you go. I'd keep you around so I could torture you. Maybe that's the name of this video, how to torture your local demon. You know, Demon Pride Month coming up. Don't forget, September 1st. Why? I have no clue. It's just the closest whole month that we have, and so we'll just roll with that. Well, and besides that, it's the 9. That's a good thing, which is the upside down 6. One step away from true divinity. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Have a really good night or day wherever you're at. Peace.